was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good, young, we all grow old. In a world where you never fit you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. So they say, be a good boy, Johnny. Don't you ever play with? So they say, you gotta crawl before you fucking walk before you. So they say.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. A moment here now to see the numbers for Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Buzelis, Lonzo Ball out there with Kobe White, and it's Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the small forward. And for the Celtics, Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across eras.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. They get it back. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Holiday.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most seven-footers.
Buzelis with the ball, guarded by Tatum. Giddey kicks the ball. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
And Holiday has it in the corner. No good on the triple.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Taken away by Holiday. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Holiday gets the bucket.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Here's Vucevic after Drew Holiday's score. And here's Vucevic. His last outing, 16 points for him. Richard, for the Bulls, just one playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Look, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectable. But with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
Consistently productive. Vuce can get you 20 and 10 every single night.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And so just over a minute and a half played.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Brown deciding where to go with it. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Chicago. Porzingis can't hit.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Vucevic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Brown outside. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Musician Jack Harlow in the building, showing his love for his Celtics.
Well, his support seems to be serving them well, right? The way the Celtics have been playing, I'm sure Jack Harlow is having a nice night thus far.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. It's good from long range.
That's how you do it. Nice catch and shoot from Drew.
Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Outside Holiday. Tatum on the wing. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Off target at the rim. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Boston trailing. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Al Horford is checked in for Jason Tatum. And Chicago also making a switch. Trey Jones is... Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Jones against Holiday. Back to Jones. The kick out to Ball. It's Jones. That time in the assist from Ball.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. In the corner, Horford with it. Jacks up a 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Down low. Here's Vucevic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Hard to deny Vooch inside when he can play over or through you.
For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Knicks in New York. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small... thing for the Celtic front office. They kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Holiday with the block.
You can't say enough about Holiday's defensive instincts. It's exceptional.
Brown wide open. He fires. For the 3. And they'll get another chance. Here's Porzingis. And finally, that one's good. Porzingis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Jones looking for an opening. Drives to the hoop. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw, good. Holiday. Outside Tatum. And it's off from 3-point range. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Celtics lead by 2. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Boston.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Dosunmu is out there with Coby White. Then it's Smith. Then it's Williams. And it's Giddey in at the 3 spot. Tatum's shot is off. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 6. That one misses. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Pritchard. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
First team foul.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Doubled by Smith. Pritchard passes to Horford. A three-pointer is right on target. Horford's got the lead up to 3 now for Boston.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a quick pass.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Porzingis is checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Torrey Craig. Now Giddey. He had 25 points last game. It's good. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Here's Pritchard. 11 points last game. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Pritchard's got his second basket of the game.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
From deep three-point territory, it's rebounded by Porzingis.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Fires from way outside. And again, no good by Chicago.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And, Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic. He's checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. And Ball subbed in for Dosunmu. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Celtics leading by 7. Cuts it 5. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Buzelis. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Heat.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Jones is checked in. Outside, White. Here's Porzingis. Vucevic with the block.
Powerful swat by Vooch, showing how effective he can be on D.
Kept alive. The kick out to Brown. Back to Porzingis. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Buzelis with the ball. Brown on him. White, good.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Here's White. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Buzelis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Buzelis has got his first 2 points of the night.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Holiday, the pass to Hauser. There's the triple. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
One of the most unselfish players in this league. That's a nice pass from Drew.
Bangs home the trifecta. Buzelis has got 5 points now this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Hauser misses. Chicago's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Buzelis. Stolen. Holiday surveying the floor. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Checking out the Celtics. Last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
Changing focus now to our key performer of that first half, Jrue Holiday. He was everywhere.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. An exceptional performance from Jrue Holiday.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Here's Ball. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the one spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And it's White missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Richard, the steady improvement of Coby White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and it can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also improved.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics, leading by 5. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And the Celtics with possession here. A nice shot by Brown.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Vucevic against Porzingis. Vucevic dishes the ball. Over Holiday. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Ball.
Nikola Vucevic.
Celtic shooting the ball at 42%. And White with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Bulls trail by 7. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Ball, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Tatum kicks to Holiday. Shoots the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Now here's Vucevic. 6 points for him. To the paint. Here's White. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. White's got 6.
they didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Ball. Averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
And that's what you need from some guys on the team. Not everyone can be an all-star. You need glue guys to find that success too.
Celtics leading by 5. Outside Holiday. White wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got 5 points now in the quarter. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Giddey. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. Brown, no good. Bulls trail by 6. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Giddey, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Boston leading by 3. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Knocks down the 3-ball. Pritchard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. Number 5, the Bulls.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 6-point game. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giddey's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Pritchard. Offline with his 3. Bulls trail by 4. RJ, you say this all the time. For a young player like Patrick Williams, reps are so important.
He's had a tough start to his career. 2 injuries in his first 4 years that ended his season. Every young player needs to get a rhythm. They need minutes, and they need to be healthy.
The open shot by Tatum. Here's Porzingis. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Oh, scooped up the board. Porzingis wasting no time going up with it.
Tatum dishes to Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Here's Giddey. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Boston shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Brown. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. He's got 8.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Ball. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what Coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Ball with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Here's Tatum. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Ball. A drive by Vucevic. Again, Chicago.
Assist from Patrick Williams.
That's the end of the 3rd, and it's all tied up. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So for Chicago right now, they've got Josh Giddey. Williams is out there with Smith. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Dosunmu in at the shooting guard position. Inside, here's Williams. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And the Celtics shooting 40% from the field. Outside, Horford. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Left side, Jones. To take the lead. And off the glass. That one's good. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Driving the lane, Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Here's Tatum. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Williams. No good with the layup.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Torrey Craig. Zach Collins checked in for the Bulls. All comes in for Dosunmu. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
Here's Pritchard. A miss that time would have put him up. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Jones on target from 13 feet. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Tatum. Looking to end his cold spell. He lays it in. And that's now 6 points for Jason Tatum.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Here's Jones. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Horford with the screen on Giddey. Here's Hauser. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 6 assists now in the game. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Chicago making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. And it's White in for Jones. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
Just a huge shot by Porzingis. He welcomes the chance to come up big for his team.
Vucevic down low. He's against Porzingis. Vucevic down low. Goodbye, Porzingis.
Porzingis, second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic, 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Vooch doesn't get to the line as much as you would expect, but he does shoot a good number from there.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Third team foul.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
The Celtics have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Brown outside. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Nifty move. And the layup is up and in. And the Bulls lead by 2.
He's been in the league long enough that late game moments do not scare Nikola Vucevic.
The 3 from Tatum. And another miss by Boston.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
The rebound by Holiday. Holiday's got 6 rebounds in the game. White goes in. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Pass to Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Tatum. He's guarded closely. Chicago grabs the miss.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Porzingis against Vucevic. To Giddey. 5 on the clock. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And I love going to Giddey there at 6'8". With his skill, Josh can get that one off anytime he wants.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So it's the Celtics now. They trail by 6. Tatum no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
And stolen by Tatum.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They get it again, and so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. And what's their best move at this point?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
The three from Tatum. It's money from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Taking 2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one. Holiday with the three. Can't get it to fall. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.
You know you ain't find it. Boys start asking about. You might catch little bro ballin'. He Bryce Maxman.